Hello everyone. I'm going to talk a little bit about collaborative learning. The concept of collaborative learning, the grouping and pairing of learners for the purpose of achieving a learning goal, has been widely researched and advocated. The term cooperative learning refers to an instruction method in which learners at various performance levels work together in small groups toward a common goal. The learners are responsible for one another's learning as well as their own. Thus, the success of one learner helps other students to be successful. Proponents of collaborative learning claim that the active exchange of ideas within small groups not only increases interest among the participants, but also promotes critical thinking. There is persuasive evidence that cooperative learning teams achieve at higher levels of thought and retain information longer than learners who work quietly as individuals. The shared learning gives learners an opportunity to engage in discussion, take responsibility for their own learning, and thus become critical thinkers. Besides, collaborative learning is an educational approach to teaching and learning that involves groups of learners working together to solve a problem, complete a task, or create a product. Collaborative learning is based on the idea that learning is a naturally social act in which participants talk among themselves. It is through the talk that learning occurs. There are many approaches to collaborative learning. First of all, learning is an active process whereby learners assimilate the information and relate this new knowledge to a framework of prior knowledge. Then, learning requires a challenge that opens the door for the learner to actively engage his or her peers and to process and synthesize information rather than simply memorize it. Also, learners benefit when exposed to diverse viewpoints from people with varied backgrounds. Learning flourishes in a social environment where conversation between learners takes place. During this intellectual gymnastics, the learner creates a framework and meaning to this discourse. And finally, in the collaborative learning environment, the learners are challenged both socially and emotionally, as they listen to different perspectives and are required to articulate and defend their ideas. In so doing, the learners begin to create their own unique conceptual frameworks and not rely solely on an expert's or a text framework. Thus, in a collaborative learning setting, learners have the opportunity to converse with peers, present and defend ideas, exchange diverse beliefs, question other conceptual frameworks, and be actively engaged. Collaborative learning is a relationship among learners that requires positive independence, that is, a sink or swim together. Individual accountability. Each of us has to contribute and learn. Interpersonal skills, that is, communication, trust, leadership, decision making, and conflict resolution. Face-to-face promotive interaction and processing, reflecting on how well the team is functioning and how to function even better. In collaborative learning, the professor acts more as an organizer, facilitator, and mediator than a transmitter of knowledge. Collaborative learning often involves challenging students with analytical problems which they must solve in teams by obtaining information or utilizing information given to them. Finally, in here you have an example of collaborative learning that is called Think, Pair, Share. And the instructions are in the video. Thank you very much. I hope this video could help you.